Hey babes, it's Melissa. Today we are going to talk about Tinder. No, I'm not going to give you all the juicy details, but to start off the whole story of Tinder, I got it about a year ago. I didn't really take it very seriously. I was very picky about the people that I would swipe right on. I met up with like a handful of people, and that's really it. I would delete the app and then re-download it, and then delete it and then re-download it again, just because I was bored. That literally is what it comes down to. Back in January, when I hit my 3 years of my last date, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna be a little more proactive. So I started messaging guys first. I actually went through all of my contacts that I had already matched with and sent them all the same exact message, pretty much being like, hey, we've been matched for a while, we haven't said anything, figured I'd say hello. I literally copy and pasted that into almost every single person that I had matched with. I started swiping right on people that I was kind of okay about. I kind of lowered my standards because 1, I was lonely, 2, I wanted the attention, and 3, it was right at my fingertips. Initially, it was like, okay, I hung out with one person, then I hung out with another person, then I hung out with another person, and then I hung out with another person. Some of them were pushy, and I was able to say no, and I left. I've had guys tell me that I will never be able to get a boyfriend if I'm so independent and such a feminist. I have had guys tell me that they don't think that I'm content with myself. I'm sorry, that's complete bullshit. I'm very content with myself, clearly. So the last guy that I hung out with, I was thinking to myself, this isn't me. I'm not someone that is so hungry for attention that I'm just gonna get it from someone that I'm not really that interested in. I was reading Andy Stanley's new book, The New Rules for Love, Sex, and Dating. He talks about how we are sexually and physically compatible with thousands of people. But just because you're attracted to them or you're physically compatible with somebody does not mean you are emotionally, spiritually, and relationally compatible with them. Sexually compatible and relationally compatible does not equal the same thing. In this whole bubble of all these people that you're physically compatible with, there's a very, very, very small circle of people that you are relationally compatible with. That's been the number one thing that I took away from that book, and I kind of thought, oh, if I knew that like years ago, that would have saved me a lot of heartbreak. So just because you have a physical kind of thing going on doesn't mean that you are gonna get married and live together forever. It doesn't mean that. Now, is it possible? Absolutely. Another thing that I just kind of want to say in regards to this is I know so many girls that feel kind of down when they don't have a boyfriend. Honestly, your worth doesn't come from your relationship status. That doesn't define you. It doesn't matter if you're married. It doesn't matter if you're single. It doesn't matter if you're divorced. It doesn't matter if you have never dated anybody. That does not equate to your worth. I just want everybody to understand that. I have just seen so much on social media recently of mostly girls posting things that are very encouraging and very life-giving about being who you are. You should be able to have the freedom to love yourself like that. You don't need to shrink yourself. You can be exactly who you are. Now, I do think that there is room for people to grow and for them to mature, but I don't think that you should change who you are just to be in a relationship, because you're gonna be extremely miserable because you're not gonna be yourself. So just figure out who you are, figure out what you want, and don't settle for less. And that's kind of what I've been doing the past couple of months. I was talking to some girls and I told them, I was like, I just don't feel like myself. I feel like I'm just lowering my standards. And one of them looked at me and said, okay, well, what do you need to do about it today? The answer to that question was to completely delete my account. So I went home that night and deleted the account. You can delete Tinder and it saves your account, and you can re-download it and it pulls all your messages back up. No, I deleted my account and I deleted the app. I felt so good about it. I felt so empowered. I felt that I had made the decision to trust the Lord and to trust the universe and to trust myself and know that I want more than what I was getting through Tinder. Now, I don't want people to be like, oh, well, she's just telling me to delete Tinder. No, I want you to trust yourself, trust the universe, trust the Lord if that's who you trust in, and do what's best for you. Now, that could be to stay on Tinder and to still communicate with the people that you've been communicating with and go on dates and get to know people. That might be what you need to do, and that's perfectly okay. That's not what I need to do right now. I just want you to know your worth. You are valuable as you. You are worthy as you, and you are enough. And I want you to know that. Like, you are enough. I think that I need to believe that just as much as I'm telling other people that I know that need to believe that I am enough, you are enough. Dating is fun. I support dating, but I support being single too. If you're on Tinder, I want to know kind of what your experience has been. So let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.